with deep sorrow, Federal is covering the news related to a stampede that happened in Karur in Tamil Nadu, where TVK leader Vijay, actor turned politician, had one of his rallies for the 2026 assembly polls. So, in that stampede, we learned the Tamil Nadu health minister has announced that confirmed that close to 31 people had died in the stampede, and among them, 6 of them were children. We are having reporter Shweta with us, who is on ground covering the rally and also getting the latest inputs about this stampede. Shweta, what's the scene there? Can you explain to me about the impact of this rally, and what
Yeah.
is the situation there in this about the stampede?
Yeah, Pramila. Right now, we are here in Karur, and what we saw is like from morning, people were gathering at the venue in Karur, where they were waiting for Vijay since morning, and it was a scorching heat, and they kept waiting since morning. And after towards the evening, the situation worsened. The people could not hold on to any longer. During the early hours in the morning, there was water distribution. Volunteers were trying to contain the crowd. But what we saw later during the evening, that there was little to no access to water or shade. It was scorching heat, and we also saw that though there were instructions by the party that pregnant women, children, people with infants, differently able people, elderly should not should refrain from attending the event. We saw them in large numbers. It was an equal participation of men and women in Namakkal and Karur as well. The crowd was uncontrollable. It was people were there in huge numbers. So after as Vijay, yeah.
Shweta, did you get to see any police there? Any announcements? Did you hear any, instructions from the police or from the TVK leaders or cadres informing people about the huge number of people on road? And we could see a lot of people who had come along with the children, and many of them were struggling to, move through the crowd. Any announcement did you hear? In almost the whole
Yes.
day you were there, so did you get to listen
Yes.
to any instructions on safety and security?
Yeah, so right from the morning, TVK workers, the volunteers and cadres who were there, they were instructing the people to make space to go towards the shade, especially for women and children. There were also reports of a missing child in Karur, which was, announced by the volunteers. Police was present, yes, but the announcements were made by the party workers. And we also saw that even Vijay had requested the police to help when the reports of missing child came up. So the announcements were being made, but it was too huge a crowd to control and to do something about it.
Okay, because I was there for the first rally in Trichy, and I could see that it was the jam packed. The roads were jam packed right from the airport to the place where Vijay would deliver his first election address. So it was really, uncontrollable, the crowd, and we could see many teenagers, many small children on roads everywhere. So as far as the latest details are
Yeah.
concerned, we hear that Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and even Prime Minister Modi. Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi, many of them have expressed their condolence, and the number of you are on the ground. Did you get the inputs related to the confirmed deaths? As far as the information which the minister has confirmed recently was about 31 people, including 6 children.
Yeah, so the latest information that we have also received until now is of 31 deaths, which includes 6 children and more than 16 women. That's what the latest data has come from the hospital sources, and the health confirmed that. Now, that's
Okay.
what the figures are. And like you mentioned, the situation was in Trichy. The similar thing could be seen here. It was jam packed, and we what we saw in Madurai also during the state conference, during the second state conference, was also that it was huge crowd, and there were kids, there were women, there were people from different neighboring districts as well. So yeah, I think it was a huge crowd that were here, and there were children across all age groups. Like there were infants also, new mothers. We could see they were just carrying the children with them. But I think it's a very big mistake to bring children to such huge gatherings.
Okay. Shweta, I'm sure you would be witnessing what's going on there. I learned that there were almost all the ambulances in Karur and the nearby districts where would be reaching the place. And, can you explain to us about the scenario?
Yeah, so while right now the state health department has made arrangements to bring in medical teams from Trichy to
Hmm.
Karur government hospital, and they have announced that there will be no fee charged even for the admissions that are made in private hospitals in Karur related to this incident. The treatment of more than 40 people is going on who are critical after this stampede like situation, and we have seen that many of them are children. So what happens further is for us to wait, and we'll keep you updated on what's happening here.
Yeah.
Ambulances are there, the medical teams have also come, but there might be the toll might rise, is what we've been told by the hospital sources, but there has been no new announcement as of now.
And I'm just getting the latest updates from even the Home Minister Amit Shah had posted a message on X post that he was deeply saddened by this tragic incident of the stampede that occurred in Karur, and he also expressed his condolences to the families who lost their lives. And we are also receiving messages that actor Rajinikanth, who actually was one of the early bird in the Kollywood to start a party after the demise of AIDMK leader Jayalalitha, he has also posted a message saying the news of the loss of innocent lives in that incident, shook his heart. So almost, I think this stampede
Yeah, we
explains the
saw
importance
reaction.
of handling people in big crowds, that too
Yeah,
when people like celebrities, the actors, and
correct.
celebrities, VIPs, when they call for a rally, when they gather for a public meeting, I think this against gives a signal that it's a mandatory to restrict the number of people who could attend. Actually, TVK mentioned that there would be only 10,000 people who would gather for this Karur and
Yeah.
even the Namakkal rallies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Pramila, that, whenever it's a celebrity, while there are, thousands of fans and supporters who gather in such kind of election rallies. We've seen it for Kamal Hassan initially, and Rajnikant. But when it comes to Vijay, what we have seen right from his first conference in Vikravandi, and after that in Madurai, is we saw uncontrollable crowd, and there was no way that this could be contained, that that these people could be regulated. You cannot actually stop people from coming in after you're organizing something as huge as that. So
Yes.
we have seen that the crowd was massive, and there has to be some sort of regulation, because while this might be a blessing for actors, who are entering politics, that they already have a fan base who might turn into voters. We also see that this is a curse, because we know Vijay's popularity, and we had seen these issues already in Madurai, where I was present for 2 days, and it was chaotic. Like there were pregnant women, there were elderly people who did not find a way to go back, and were there, had fainted. There were multiple ambulances, all roped in. We saw two deaths also in Madurai. So there were also logistical challenges. I'm sure you are aware of in Trichy as well. So when we had seen all of this, I am sure that the party needs to understand that the arrangements have to be even more stronger. The barricades were broken in Madurai.
Yes, Shweta.
There
Actually,
were
I'm just
3,000 to 5,000 bouncers who were on
yes,
all
I'm also
the
receiving messages that yes, I'm also receiving messages that Chief Minister is holding an urgent meeting over this incident that happened in Karur, and almost all the ministers and collectors, the district officials have been informed about this incident to rush. We are also joined by a senior journalist, Koteeswaran, who is actually in the Karur government hospital. Mr. Koteeswaran, can you explain to us what is happening around? What are you seeing? And it's the first-hand information right from you from the ground. What is the scene there?
People of Karur are in a state of shock. They have lost more than 30 lives. They never expected this to happen. All they wanted to see actor Vijay in close quarters. They did no mistake, and they have paid a very big price for that. And unfortunately, we have been telling about this particular episode or this particular disaster awaiting to happen since actor Vijay launched his Trichy campaign. Particularly, I've been talking about this in YouTube channels and mainstream media, saying Trichy, the crowd management was horrible. And same thing repeatedly happened in Ariyalur. And they never learned the lesson in Nagapatnam. Again, earlier in the day in Namakkal also, it was a very bad show, poorly organized, no basic drinking water for public. And it is not the police department's job to provide drinking water. It is the role of the political party to at least take care of the cadres or the fans who come there. But unfortunately, actor Vijay and his organizers failed to realize the seriousness behind this issue. They have been blaming the other political party, particularly the DMK and the government, saying they are not giving permission. Nobody needs a permission to provide drinking water. The biggest mistake I see what actor Vijay did today was the TVK founder. He just failed to come out from the bus. If he had come out from the bus and 2-3 points and locations has met the public would have cheered and most of them would have left. But they never wanted that. They wanted to move the bus inch by inch. From a kilometer to kilometer, they went at a very slow pace. And the TVK cadres were so unruly, they don't know how to control their emotions. And they invited this stampede to happen. This was supposed to happen long back. Unfortunately, this happened at Karur. Right now, the ADMK and DMK functionaries, the ministers, everybody are here. But TVK
But do you
functionaries are
see
not there in the
any?
terrain.
Yes, that was my question. Do you spot any TVK cadres or leaders on ground in Karur GH?
Yes, cadres are coming and crying. They have lost their relatives, they have lost their friends. They don't know how to respond. But the big leaders of TVK functionaries, people like district secretaries, people like state office bearers, they are not there. They don't know how to deal this. This is
There
a
is no second
serious.
rung leaders of TVK in the hospital, and there is nobody to console even those cadres who lost their family.
Yes. You're right, Pramila. They TVK leaders are not here. None of them here. They don't know what's happening here. Only the cadres, the fans are here, cribbing and crying. Still, there are people, there are families. They don't know what happened to their wives, what happened to the husband. 3 to 4 kids have died. Kids had no business. They don't know what they are doing. It is the people's failure. People took things for trusting Vijay and the organizers. They came in mass, but the actor chose to be inside the bus for a very long time. You can't make people wait for more than 6 hours. These are people, human lives. What we are talking about. He is coming aram se. He can't do this. 1 hour late, 2 hours late, it is understood. 6 hours late, 7 hours making people to wait under scorching sun. I don't understand what kind of politics is this. I've seen Kalangar, I've seen Jayalalitha. I've heard about Haringar Anna Kamarajar. Nobody did this kind of politics. There is no way in history. This is a very bad, dark day for people of Tamil Nadu. More than 30 lives of Tamils have been lost just for attending a political rally. This is a man-made disaster. This is not a tsunami or a flood. Okay, this is maybe the failure of the government or the political party. I don't go into that, but it is a collective failure. These people at the top positions should take responsibility.
I
They
understand.
cannot
You
just
had,
pass the buck.
yes, yes, Koteeswaran, you had covered earlier several such rallies of various political parties, and you had been in so big crowds. How different is this TVK crowd compared to the crowds that attend and gather for the other political events? And what do you think is the major reasons that led to this stampede?
See, it's a maximum of just 24 hours or 28 hours difference between Edapadi K. Palaniswamy in the same venue. Okay, and again the same menu. Vijay is addressing a meeting. There things were better organized. Crowd was also there for that meeting. But the problem is, people after seeing LOP, they just leave. But in case of Vijay, they are not leaving, and Vijay is not coming out of the bus. He could have just waved in his hands. Things would have been better. People would have moved. People would have migrated. They have business. Just because hiding inside the bus is the epicenter of this problem. And he likes to see this kind of crowd. He enjoys this kind of crowd and fans. That is a problem. You can see this from his visuals. Even as people are being rushed to ambulance, he was addressing. Where is Vijay? That is what people in government general hospital, both old Karur hospital or new Karur hospital, that is what they are asking. Where is actor Vijay?
So you saw
31
that
Tamil lives have lost.
you saw that he was addressing the crowd while the ambulances were leaving.
Even as the disaster was happening, even where public were finding difficult to breathe, when finding people were asking for water, he was addressing. None of his cadres, none of his functionaries failed to notice this. You can check out my videos on this. I've been talking about this problem for the last 25 days.
We just
People say
learned that he
crowd is
arrived
coming, crowd is
Chennai.
coming.
He already Vijay had already reached Chennai airport. He had left the place and he has reached Chennai already.
I think it is going to be very, very tough for him to continue his campaign. People are not seeing Vijay what they saw some 6 hours back. People thought that their star will be here in the hospital, consoling people, and most of the cadres are TVK cadres. They are not ADMK workers or DMK workers. It is your own people, your own fans, and you are there in Chennai.
But what you see
So
there
some
is
gentleman
the
wants
other
to know.
political parties and the other people who are there. Can we speak to some of them?
No, I can't get you. Repeat, please.
Can you the people who are there gathered there behind you, all of them were in the part of the rally? They
Yeah.
witnessed that.
Most of them are with the rally because their relatives are dead. Their relatives are admitted, so they have come. They don't know what next. Some of them are party workers. They are waiting because ministers have come, opposition people have come. They are interacting. So that is happening.
Okay, can we speak to any one of them? Any one of
No,
them
because
is
see, the emotions are very high. They are literally not in a very conducive mood. People are like
okay.
asking, "Who are you? What are you?" This is the kind of things. Politics
They,
seems to be picking up more than the humankind,
I
humanness.
understand. They are very disturbed, and there is
Yeah.
no one to console, and it's a big loss for many of them. Koteeswaran, thank you so much for updating us from the ground, from the Karur GH, and described the scenario about what's happening there. Thanks for the input. We will be back again.
Republic.
We,
Republic.
we will be
Okay.
back
See
again
you.
for the live.
I'm
Thank
having
you
some
so
headache
much.
here. I'll address that and get back. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. என்ன பிரச்சனை சொல்லுங்க